Hey everybody, I've got a quick little one-hitter, insert humor, drugs reference by accident, of, there was a little article, or actually it was a discussion, it was regarding AOC, Alexandria Ocasio Cortez. I do not like showering this person with derision. She won in her district. Not a lot of people voted, but she's a representative. If you don't know who that is, guys, she is. It's from New York. She's in Congress. She's a representative from the wonderful state of New York. I think in the city. Don't know what the district is, but you figure it out. There was a little. I think I stole a reference from Fox News, and I'll post it down below. It said, "Is AOC all talk, no action?" Of course, the Big Saturday Show investigates. There was a reference. It says which sounds like a lot of hyperbole. I don't, can't put any. I don't like to put weight behind this. It's not like I'm a fan of hers. Obviously, I'm not. But it said that uh, the host had sounded off on her ineffectiveness in Congress, suggesting she was all talk and no action, noting that in the last Congress she introduced 21 bills which went nowhere. Now, here's the thing, and there was some study Vanderbilt said, and University of Virginia said she was among the least effective members of the last Congress, introducing 21 bills that went nowhere. Um, Hyperbolic statements and quotes aside, and loud noises coming from your computer. One of the one of the ironic little things that I wanted to mention is I don't want I don't want them to get anything passed. I honestly think that on a state or even local level, depending if you have the representation, that is when the pay dirt and that is when the good things happen. I'm not a big fan of government. I'm not a big fan of big government. But I will differ with these, I guess, these cons, if I can call them that. That if you think of somebody's bills that don't get passed, I was like, that's probably a good thing. I would say that about probably most of the bills that have been brought up by Republicans also. I think it's a con job if you think that passing bills, I'd rather just pay them to do nothing than to pass most of these bills. I said that when George W. Bush was president. I said that when Barack Obama was president. When there was a Republican majority, I wanted them to get tied up in something. I didn't want them to pass most of these bills. People, they just our country's government is in debt. Our country ends up owing for it, and this is something that y'all need to think about. I was like, pass another spending bill. I'm like, no. I honestly don't want them to do a lot of that, and I would rather this stuff be done on state or local or city levels if you have a city, and to deride her as some type of ineffective leader, and I use that loosely because most people I know in Congress or Senate are nothing like me, and I don't feel like they're effective in anything. I don't think it's right to deride this because her bills don't get passed. Her constituents, or what she thinks her constituents want, because I remind you, not that many people voted for her, she does her best to think what these people need or want. She has an idea of what they want. And yes, I have leaders in my area, our senators and representatives, they don't have a clue about what a lot of people want, and they try to run with it. They hear from their call-in line, mail, and emails, their email system, websites, and all that stuff. They don't get that many constituents together, and they probably have millions. That's less than millions, but you know what I'm talking about. Hundreds of thousands. And they probably don't hear from 1,000 of them. For all they know, they want to hand out bricks and ponies and giant toothbrushes and foam cowboy hats, because many people don't say what they want, or hey, that sucks, I don't like it. So therefore, I'm going to tell you, those 21 bills or 22 bills, whatever figure I gave you, she might be doing what she finds best or she finds appropriate, that she thinks that is best for her constituents. But I'm going to tell you what our constituents would really like is for, at least the libertarians among us would like for them to do absolutely nothing. I would like for them to talk about recipes. I'm going to pay their, we are going to pay their bills, regardless if they spend money or not. I would rather pay their salary to do nothing. Therefore, because they would not disappoint me, because I know what I'm getting, which would be nothing, instead of kicking cans down the road, or another cabinet level position that we don't elect people that make standards and they make rules and little bylaws that affect our lives. And there's tons of this crap. Just think about it. All right. Also, below, notifications, subscribe, Twitter, Gab, Parler. I will put a link to my email down below, and that Fox little blurb I added. Don't lose any sleep over it. I'm not going to. But I will tell you, go get a good night's sleep. Go get some vitamins. Drink you some cold water. And I will see you again soon. See you.